I am from San Francisco, California.
I'm Elizabeth and I'm from Atlanta.
I'm from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
I'm in Northern Illinois in the United States, about an hour west of Chicago.
There's been a lot of favorite moments, a lot of favorite things, but I think I really looked forward to the live calls. I loved being able to put the names to the faces that I would see in the Facebook community throughout the week, or, maybe knowing who my partner was going to be for the week to come, and then being able to kind of connect with them beforehand. I think I really took a lot out of the weeks where I got to talk to my partner first in our little stream of consciousness chats. I think I definitely felt like we were able to connect there, and then we were excited about working together and looking forward to that week to come. So yeah, I think those calls that just helped to build connections, hear where people were at. And yeah, they were such a nice mix of sort of joy and excitement of learning what we were learning. And usually they included such a nice relaxation at the end that I looked forward to the whole experience, because I knew it was kind of going to be a good Thursday when we had a call.
I'm going to think about that. There's a lot of favorite things. I really love how as you move through the training, you're not just getting knowledge, like you're receiving a lot. You're receiving a lot of restoration just by going through the process. And so I love how it's connected to the moon cycles. It really helps me get more into alignment. I think it's always a little tricky online for energy to transfer, but I really did feel it in this training. I liked the combination of like go at your own pace, reading through some things, doing your own practices, and then kind of sharing it out in community. I think that was really lovely. Can I have two favorite things? So the first one that comes to mind is the Maya koshas, because that's not something that I really covered in my 200-hour training, but the Maya koshas really added a new dimension to the practice for me. And that was one of my favorites. And the breathing techniques. I think those really elevate a restorative practice.
My favorite thing about this amazing training was the gentle pace, the ability to go back and review videos, pause, ask questions. So my favorite topic that we learned was actually the importance of Savasana and the importance of this foundational pose and why it's so important and what it can actually do for the body. I didn't really know how important it could be, and that was such an important lesson to learn.
My favorite part was doing all of the restorative yoga and feeling so rested and nourished. I have never felt like so relaxed or slept. I loved the beginning of the class where we learned about the new moon and going inward and really spending time during that pause and that dark moment. It felt so aligned with the rest that we got in Yoga Nidra. So that was a really special part of the class for me.
I would absolutely recommend this training to anyone. And that's coming from someone who, me personally, I don't have any yoga teaching experience. I've been practicing yoga for many years, but I haven't taught at all. And going into it, I was a little bit nervous that not having experience, is that going to matter? Was that okay? And I was able to come into an environment with people at all levels and, no judgment about anybody's levels. So I can highly recommend that for any stage in the process that you're at, whether it's very beginning or you've been teaching for a while, I think that this training offers something for people kind of along that spectrum. So I can't recommend it enough. I had a great experience. I'm really grateful for having done it. It was just kind of nothing but good things in terms of learning and connecting with people and deepening my own practice.
Yes, I would definitely recommend this training to others. I think even if you don't have an intention of teaching restorative yoga or any yoga in general, it's just a great way to connect more to yourself and the natural rhythms. Yeah, it just has such a restorative quality to it and helps connect with community. So I would definitely recommend it.
So if you're thinking about taking this training, do it. Why? Well, why not? We live in such a fast-paced world. where we very seldomly take time to actually pause and reflect and learn in that way. And so if you're feeling called to this practice, definitely do it.
So if you're considering doing the training, I would absolutely recommend it. You probably found it for a reason, whether you need the rest or you need to teach someone who needs the rest, it's probably the right thing. I would say if you're curious at all, then you should do it.